Welcome back for part 2, let's get into it.
When dropping wards, start thinking about where your weak points are versus certain junglers. Champions like Rek'Sai, Zac, Shaco and Kayn will enter your lane differently from Qiyana, Vi and Volibear for example. Think about these things in loading screen. Maybe the threat is actually from the roaming mid laner, Twisted Fate or a Katarina. If you have a split back timing from your ADC, instead of AFKing in lane soaking XP from 3CS, go and ward the brushes towards their lane. You can see when TF leaves his lane and if he's heading down bot. What if the enemy jungler is an Evelynn? In this case you need to pink ward the lane entrance where she's most likely going to come from, and then if you have opportunities, go and ward her actual camps. That way you can see when she's active on those camps and what side of the map she's on. This not only helps yourself, but it majorly helps your team. Don't forget, around 7 minutes in the game time, the jungler will most likely be around bot to reclaim their red or blue buff depending on what side they started. If you're out of position here, it's very likely that you will get ganked, so make sure you set up some wards around 6:30 onwards. Subsequently, if your jungler is coming bot around 7 minutes, be prepared for a counter gank. In this game, the enemy jungle is a Zac, and I spot him doing the scuttle crab with an earlier ward that I've placed. Knowing that he's in the area, I ward above the ledge, knowing that that's most likely where he's going to come and gank from. 25 seconds or so later, we see Zac standing on top of the ward, I ping it for the ADC, and we start playing a bit safer.
Not again.
It's a dream come true. The jungler's pinged he's coming down to bot, so let's make it work. Ping which one of the bot laners doesn't have flash, so all three of you are targeting the same enemy. Ping any wards that you know of, and try and do your best to put a ping down before your jungler gets there. Another good idea is to ping your own flash if you plan on flashing as the opener. This is why we want to be holding our control wards, don't drop them down aimlessly. If we don't have control of the lane, dropping a control ward in the tri-brush or the river brush is just going to get cleared really quickly by the enemy. There's really impactful ways that we can do this when we're in a losing lane. Drop the pink ward when your jungler is on your side of the map, even if he hasn't pinged that he's coming in. You can attempt to orchestrate a fight over the control ward and bait the enemy bot lane into a fight with your jungler nearby. If we are crushing lane, it's really important that we make sure our control wards are up early enough so that the enemy can't see our jungler coming to either dive them or just do a normal gank. So make sure we're always buying control wards. Take a moment to think about when your comp has pressure and when you don't. Do we win by just scaling? Do we have a level 6 power spike? Does my ADC have a vamp scepter, or can we heal up after trades? Is the enemy mana dependent? If we dodge 3 blitzcrank hooks, he will be out of mana. Is that all we need to do? What summoners do they have? Are they going to exhaust my whole burst, or cleanse my stun or ignite? Did the enemy just come back to lane with one of these items? Then change your mindset to your enemies. What condition does your enemy need to win? When are their spikes? Are they weak early or late? Or do they have a great spike at level 6? Start getting into the habit of checking items when they return to lane and tracking their summoners. Rather than picking your champ and AFKing the loading screen and champ select, start thinking about these things as soon as you see that they lock in their bot lane, and once the loading screen starts you can see their summoners. In this clip, our strategy is to force Ziggs under tower and make him farm with his mana instead of using his mana to harass us. Us pushing the wave under tower also ensures that we have the level advantage, which will prevent Leona from engaging on us. I do my best to dodge both Ziggs harass and stand near Lucian in case Leona engages on us and I can flay her off. Notice that I only go toward the river once we have successfully pushed the wave under tower and Lucian has backed off safely. If you are winning lane and constantly pushing the enemy into tower, remember to always back sweep the lane bushes, especially if the enemy mid and top are both running teleport. Teleport ganks are the easiest way for us to lose our lead in the bot lane, and as a team vice versa gain a lead. So if we are behind and the enemy do back, make sure we take these opportunities to drop a deep ward and encourage our mid and top laners to teleport down. Keep an eye on the movements of the other lanes. If your teammates in top and mid are permanently pushed on tower, guess what? You're probably the easiest lane to gank right now. Make sure you have your wards up if you're the winning lane, and give yourself an opportunity to survive, or even 2 vs 3 if the opportunity's there. Encourage your jungler to do the dragons after a successful gank, either bot or mid. This is the easiest way we can help our team if we're winning bot lane or just by having good lane priority. You don't even need to land a kill in a lot of scenarios. If you and your ADC slow push and build a big wave, ping the jungler towards the dragon, and as he arrives, finish pushing the wave into the tower and walk over to help. If the enemy bot lane decides to come and try and push us off dragon, they will miss such a significant amount of XP and gold that it will be worth it. It's likely that our jungler would have used his smite when ganking, so it's important that we go and help him with the dragon and help secure it. In this clip, we slow push the wave in and notice our jungler gets a kill mid. We immediately ping dragon, knowing that we have priority in both mid and bot. Despite Rengar pinging he doesn't have his smite up, he's confident knowing that with our help and lane priority in both mid and bot, we can secure the objective quickly. If you have wards in this scenario, drop them where the enemy jungler is most likely to come from to prevent a steal. Taking kills is really bad on a lot of champs. It's okay to have a couple of kills on your enchanters like Brand, Lux, Zyra, Swain, etc. But the remaining of your supports, the tanks and the healers, you should try and aim to have less than 2 to 3 kills per game. It's definitely better to take a kill if things are looking a bit dicey under your tower to save a teammate, but if it's 1 vs 4, just completely stop attacking, do enough to get an assist, and that's it. The main reason why we don't want to take kills is because on most supports we are still going to be out-leveled and out-farmed by all other enemy roles, excluding support, so they can very easily 1 vs 1 us in majority of scenarios, even if we leave lane with 8 kills for example. Yes, we will do a bit more damage in teamfights, but if those kills were on our ADC or jungle for example, they would probably be a full item ahead and have a much better chance to impact the game. Another reason we don't want kills on our supports is because when we're running around warding, we don't want to have a bounty. We're super easy to kill and we don't want to be feeding that gold onto the enemy carries. It's super easy to tilt our teammates when taking kills that could have been left for them, and if you don't understand how frustrating it is, go and off-roll for a week and then ask yourself how impactful that Lux is with the 12 kills.
Leave it.
I'm trying so hard. Reload that gun, son. Fucking reload. Put the bullets in.
Ultimately, League of Legends is a game of thousands and thousands of tiny decisions, which we mostly can't control, that being our teammates. So let's focus on what we can control in our role, understand that not every game is going to go how you planned it.
I'm stuck.
I hope these tips have helped, and good luck on the Rift. More's out.